That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Hi, friends. Welcome to a special bonus Thursday episode of That Sounds Fun. I'm your host, Annie F. Downs. I am so happy to be with you. Listen, tonight is the first night of the CAIN Live and in Color Tour. We're coming to 40 cities in 10 weeks. Tonight is number one. So clearly, we had to have my honorary siblings, Logan, Madison, and Taylor from the band CAIN, come join us on the show today as we kick off this tour. Also, we could use your input, by the way, as we are thinking about the podcast for next year. We've linked a survey in the show notes for you. All the responses are due by Sunday night. So would you just take a quick second and fill that out today? Help us as we build and dream for next year. We're going to choose one of you who takes the survey to send a $150 gift card of your choice to as a thank you. So head to the show notes and you'll see the link to fill out the survey. Today, you're going to get to hear some of the behind the scenes of planning and preparing for this Live and in Color tour. I am honored to get to be a part of each night of this with CAIN, along with my friends John Reddick and Caleb and John. We've been building a show unlike any other. And tonight we kick things off in Jacksonville, Florida. We're on the road, as I told you, 40 shows, 40 you guys. And we will finish this tour right before Thanksgiving. So do you have your tickets yet? They are currently only $25. And I promise this is a night you can bring your whole family to. In fact, we would love for your kids to be there. You do not want to miss it. You can find out all the dates, all the places this bus is taking us. Just head to anniefdowns.com/events. You're going to find a list of all the cities and the dates. We'll see you out on the road. I hope you are there. If you haven't gotten your tickets, today is the day. Now let's dive into it. If you're following along in your TSF Seasons guidebook, we are on page 108. This might be a note-taking episode for you. If you don't have your guidebook yet, you can always purchase it and download it at anniefdowns.com/seasons. Okay, here's my conversation right here on night one of tour with my friends and tour buddies, Taylor, Madison, and Logan from the band CAIN.
That sounds fun.
CAIN, welcome to That Sounds Fun.
Hey, friends.
Hi. We're back.
We're currently in Nashville, but we're not when everybody's hearing this.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We're in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, we love it there.
We love Jacksonville.
the Mecca.
Yes.
Duval.
Yeah.
That's right. Did y'all watch Good Place?
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah, one of the guys is from Jacksonville, and he says that all the time. Duval.
It's amazing.
It's so funny. Okay, well, y'all introduce yourselves just so that we have people watching on YouTube and on Spotify, but for people listening to put your name with your voice. Matt.
Okay. Hi, I'm Madison.
Nice.
That's
Beautiful.
great.
It
Yeah.
looks just
Great.
like you.
And honestly, if Taylor went first, I feel like I could try to mimic you. Like, do your Taylor. I'm going to try to mimic it.
Okay, hey, I'm Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor.
Why'd you sound like an
Oh my
alien?
gosh.
Did I sound like that?
I thought that was going to be impressive.
To me, it did not sound like it, but Annie really reacted. I think it did sound like
yeah,
it.
that may be a proximity thing
Totally.
because y'all have lived with each other's voices your whole life, but I thought that is better. Also, I'm terrible at impressions. So
Okay.
anybody who gets close, I'm
Okay,
like,
you're like,
wow.
Very
You
funny.
got me.
Hi, friends. I'm Logan, which
Yes.
is how we start, for everybody listening and watching, we read what we call Sanny book every night for bed with my oldest because we said this is Miss Annie's book. And so she took it as Sandy. So she wanted to say hi.
Is she gonna
Tell
call me
Sandy I said
Sandy
hi.
for the whole tour?
Yes, she will.
Sandy.
She's not going to reconcile very well
No.
for a while that it's you and, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's how... That sounds fun. If you don't read it, you should.
Yeah,
But that's how it
that's
starts.
so
Hi, friends. I'm
sweet.
Annie.
Yeah,
And this
that's
book is all
right.
about fun. And we read it every night.
Well, she's about to live with me
Yeah, she
on
is.
a tour bus for the next 10 weeks.
She
Let's
loves
go.
it very
man.
much.
I don't know if you fully know what you've gotten yourself into.
Well, y'all know why I chose your bus. We've talked about this. The options are, if I rode on the crew bus where there are not kids, I always crush on someone on crew. And I'm unwilling. I mean, so I was like, if I'm falling in love, I'm falling in love with your kids.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I picked the kid bus.
That
is
is
that what you're
so-
concerned about? That I don't know what I'm getting myself into?
It's just the crumbs. Like, it's a
Okay.
pretty crummy
Okay.
situation.
Do y'all always bus together, Logan and Madison?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And we.
well, we say always. We've always all gone
We've always
together, but now
all
we have
had-
just so many kids.
Yeah.
And
and Taylor did something this year that was sort of a theme for us where it's like, hey, we're grown. We're going to invest in our mental health. And
Yeah.
so Taylor's lifestyle wouldn't wish on anybody because we would typically have as many, but usually less than 3 days off.
Yeah.
And 2 of her 3 days were spent traveling to and from to get to wherever Stephen, her husband, is.
Yes.
So in our limited time to rest in general, 2 of her 3 days, 60.
So y'all would get back
of
on
her
the same
time,
bus, and she would fly.
She'd get home and
Yes.
fly to wherever, and then either fly the next show or fly back and catch a bus again. And
That's crazy.
so
Yeah,
you just
Taylor, explain
now-
what Steven does, because in case
together.
people don't know.
I know Steven plays baseball, but it's not like a hobby. He plays professional baseball. I'm getting better at how I say that because sometimes it just sounds like he plays video games and he's just not present dad. No, but he plays for the St. Louis Cardinals. So yeah, go Cardinals. It's
So
going
when
great.
we leave, so we'll do a run. I'll be on the bus with them. We'll say bye, and you'll take a bus straight to wherever he's playing.
Yes, and it's going to
Okay.
be like we're getting into playoffs. So
Oh, wow.
well, yeah,
Hopefully.
hopefully, gosh.
Yeah.
But if so, it's going to be epic. So
I know
we'll
you-
go.
I was like, for those in the editing room, he may not be with the St. Louis Cardinals by the time this airs, so you may
Yeah,
want
he
to
might get traded.
trade
It's
deadline's
so
coming
fun.
up, and he is a very valuable asset. So if the
Interesting.
Cards aren't going to make the playoffs, he may be traded to a contender.
I know.
Somebody may
Madison,
lobby
checking your pulse.
to come get him.
What happened? Yeah, wow.
I know. It's
Do y'all
fun.
own a house in St. Louis, though?
We do, and we're trying to sell that, or we're getting it ready so that if
And
he
the check.
goes, it's like this
a
is our
life.
last year with them, anyways. So
Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
This
Wow.
is
The audience knows more than
riveting.
we know currently.
Yeah.
But then, like, I've got great memories in that house.
well, I brought both my kids home in that house, so what do I do?
know.
You just gotta let it go.
What a life.
Just gotta.
Will you talk for a second, Taylor? The choice you and Stephen have made to do this life, and neither of you give up what you're called to,
Yeah,
and raise 2 really cute children.
they're so cute.
We aren't trying to get into your middle of the night conversations, but how is this still a yes with your lives being as traveling in different places as it is?
Oh man, well, you're catching me on a funny day because if he'll get an off day and he's close by, he'll fly home.
Yeah.
And honestly, we're
Tell me
like,
he's not sitting in your house and you're sitting here with me.
no, he's not.
Okay, I was about to be like, get up.
No, but it was
you've
too.
done your part.
He got to come home on Father's Day, and it's so fun. And most of the time, I'm like, we are called to do this. It feels right.
Yeah.
And we've done it for 10 years now.
Yeah.
So, but he was like, come here, CV, like, Daddy's got to leave tonight. And I mean, I can't even talk about it without tearing up. That takes it to a new level of just like,
Really?
wow, I've missed him. But when you see somebody else miss him more, it's like, oh man. So I would say in a good way, it's helped me figure out my why. And I'm going to know that like in a strong, deep way of like, as long as I know what I'm doing this for and why God's called me to do it, and that's clear,
Yeah.
then like I feel great about it. And him too. I mean, he's so good at it. So I'm like, you should keep doing it.
Yeah. You're
So-
like, you are a professional baseball player, bro.
Yes.
What?
Like not everybody can throw that hard and still feel good.
Yeah.
So it's going
Yeah,
so
his
great.
good
so
is
fun.
really good. I don't know if how
I've
many
watched
That
it.
Sounds Fun listeners are big baseball fans, but Steven's genuinely a great player and loves ball, and we're just so happy that he's doing well. And I had a lot of fun with Madison's husband, if you guys aren't familiar with us at all, it's been my best friend since we were little kids.
Yeah.
So I've been so lucky to have 2 brothers-in-law that I love and adore. But it was just so funny. I was talking with my wife about what a blessing Stephen has been to our family in the sense of like he used his success to sustain us in a really tough season. And like in terms of us being able to find our why and all of that, it's like we were just so fortunate to have him. It wasn't like he just like financially backed us, but there were definitely times where we were going to have to make some tough decisions that Stephen just stepped in and said, let me
Wow.
be it was almost like God was using him to practically be this like security blanket and protection for
Wow.
us until our business
Yeah.
got off the ground. So it's been fun. Like I remember when we sent Taylor home with her first check, and it was like, this isn't just a passion project. This isn't just for fun.
Yes.
But there were definitely some times where as much support, the reason I mentioned Jared is because I was giving him grief about, I was like, if they have to pick who is their favorite, son-in-law or brother-in-law,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Jared, you've been really great. and Steven, I can put a dollar amount on how much he loves us.
Oh my gosh.
But just
I
like,
can tell you exactly how much
yeah,
Steven
just
loves
little
us.
things like that where
Like
it's like,
living rent free.
oh yeah, I mean, we lived in Steven's apartment that he
Wow.
paid for a
Yes.
while, and I mean, even literally personally, like, I was broke for a lot of years and lived in a poverty mindset, and just like one year for Christmas, Steven gave me some money that actually just like paid my debt perfectly, and it was such a like, you know what I mean? I couldn't have requested that exact amount of money. So anyway, this is turning into like a weird quarter, but I'm saying
It's
that
not
like
as beautiful.
it's just cool to me that like this stuff is ringing really true for me today, where it's like the old joke of like somebody's trapped in a flood and they're praying for God to save them, and somebody comes by in a boat and they're like, no, God's going to save me. And then somebody comes by in a helicopter and is like, no, I'm waiting on God to save me. And then they get to heaven, they're like, God,
Yeah.
I thought you were going to save me. He's like, I sent you a boat and a helicopter. Like,
Yes.
what else you know? Like,
Yes.
God really has sent people and placed people, and it's so easy to look past a practical God expecting
Yes.
some sort of like ethereal, miraculous God. So
yeah, like open your mailbox and there's a pile of money when someone just
Totally.
offered to help you.
Well,
the day
Jesus
before.
himself went fishing and pulled
Yeah,
money out of a
that's
fish's
good.
mouth to pay the taxes. Like, I think we in modern Christianity get so caught up in like God needing to show himself with signs and wonders, and that's a group of people in the Bible that he was like, y'all don't understand.
Yeah. That's
Right? Like,
That's right.
if you are waiting for a sign or a wonder
Yeah.
to understand that I'm the Son of Man, you aren't getting
Yes.
it. And
Yes.
so I'm just thankful that God like really put people in our lives. We're sitting here in this room, Stephen, there's just been along the way people that have like really given us a shot in the arm. So I'm like walking in a gratitude today that I've been missing for some time. And I'm really thankful. Like, God just really like restored some joy in us.
But do you remember when we charged Jared $213 a month for him to sleep in the dining room?
You made him pay rent to sleep in the dining room.
Gladly took that money because I
Fantastic.
needed every bit of that. There was one
Living in a
apartment,
spider pit in Brentwood.
and we kept finding brown recluses.
No.
But the office wouldn't believe us and said, you have to trap one and bring it up here.
No.
They did.
The
Everybody's
policy-
lived in Nipper's Corner.
Yeah,
Y'all know what we're
listen,
talking
welcome to Nashville.
about.
If you've moved to Nashville to do music, you've lived
You
in Nipper's
know.
Corner. That's 100%
Y'all
right.
know that spider trap game.
Y'all know that Starbucks. Y'all know that Starbucks in Nipper's Corner. Your favorite musician used to work there.
Yeah.
So everybody
cracking
knows. That's right. Have y'all heard of the book Gospel Patrons? Do you know this book? It's a really incredible concept. Then this book has just gone and traced it. It's what you're saying of people who are successful professionally in a way, and then they go, the reason God funneled this money into my life was for me to funnel it into someone else's gospel work.
Wow.
And so the book goes through. I mean, I listened to it walking through New York a year and a half ago. Tyson had taught about it at church that morning, and I downloaded the audiobook and listen. I'm in Target sobbing.
Oh, man.
I'm like, give me all the money, God. Give me all the money. Let me give it away. Like, come on, funnel it through me, Lord. I'll do it. Because you're listening to like even like William Wilberforce in England that got rid of slavery, right? And England was a big part of that. They talk about the guy who paid for his whole life. And Tyndale, who translated the first Bible into English from Latin.
Oh, wow.
There's a man who paid his whole life. And they both died in prison for translating the Bible into English.
Wow.
But it is that. It's what you're saying, Logan. If Stephen is a great baseball player and he's also a gospel patron. And he is using his money in times to support gospel work. And that's like, that comes back tenfold in people's lives, you know, when they do that.
Yes.
I think that's awesome. So whenever I hear stories like that, I'm always like, we should tell them more.
Just tell them.
Because there are people who have $50 and don't know what to do, and people have $500,000 and don't know what to do. And
Yeah.
both of those people can be gospel patrons.
Yes, they are.
If you just put your money into helping someone else. Because then look at y'all. Look at you now.
Look at you.
Look at you now. Nobody's living in Nipper's Corner. But we support, if y'all are, we support it.
hopefully-
Everybody
Yes,
starts there.
Yeah, if you're
Listen.
living in Nipper's Corner listening to this, just know we're praying for y'all.
Yeah, we got you.
Yes,
We got you.
just trap
There's
that
a way
spider.
out.
Yeah.
Take
So
it to the
give
front
yourself
office.
24 months and either move out or move home. That's your choice. That's the option.
That sounds fun.
Hey friends, just interrupting this conversation to tell you about one of our incredible partners. Listen, there is a lot going on in our brains at the end of the day. I get it. And all of it makes it tough to calm down and fall asleep sometimes. Y'all know I've been drinking AG1 as part of my morning routine for years to help set me up for the day. And now they have a brand new product helping us with our nighttime routine. It's called AGZ. AGZ is designed to support restful, restorative sleep. It has a combination of calming herbs and minerals and adaptogens and helps you wind down in the evening and wake up feeling refreshed. There are 3 really great flavors: chocolate, chocolate mint, and mixed berry. And while AG1 was meant to be enjoyed in cold water, you can drink your AGZ in warm or cold and in milk or water. Listen. Tip of the day. Put that chocolate flavor in some warm milk or almond milk. I'm telling you, it's like a nighttime hot chocolate. It is the best. If you're ready to turn down the stress and focus on the rest, head to drinkag1.com/soundsfun. And my friends are going to get a free frother with your first purchase of AGZ. Perfect for making that sleepy time hot chocolate. That's drinkag1.com/soundsfun. Okay, now back to our conversation with Kain.
That sounds fun.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about tour.
Yeah.
We have got 40 cities. Some are already sold out. So if people are listening, you need to go look online. It's on my website, y'all's website, but it's going to be so fun. Before we talk about the actual tour, I need to back up and keep talking about the bus because
Okay.
what do I not know? Tell me what I don't know about 10 weeks on the bus with you and your families and your nannies.
Okay.
Both your nannies, when we announced it, by the way, reached out and said, can't wait to live with you on the bus.
They're
I
dolls.
was like, this is going to be so
Genuine
fun.
dolls. We're lucky to have
Okay,
them.
so
I've only done 3 weeks. I've never done 10.
okay, so
Okay, that's
you
nice,
know
though,
the
that
you know
you've
the
done bus.
bathroom rules.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Number one only.
Number one
That's
only.
it, yep.
And you're not supposed to flush the paper.
Yeah.
You guys Put that.
Good to
anyways,
say.
I don't. This is
It's
so
unfortunate
interesting
that
for people listening.
the
to
most
podcast.
important bus rule does sound like a prank.
Yeah.
Right.
The first time you're on, and
right.
you're like, "Oh, sure, okay, yeah, so I can't use the bathroom."
How
What's
does
it
that
here
work
for?
with your littles? Do you just have to train them? Like,
It's,
Here's the
Potty
problem.
training is so. Oh, what do y'all do? What do you mean?
there are
just let 'em
different,
just
there are
throw it
different
all in
names for
there?
the technology that exists to get you out of this trouble.
I've heard a
Grinder
grinder.
is a very nice way.
Oh, okay.
There are other
Because
whatever
some
the
bus
verb
toilets
type of-
have the ability to have a number 2.
We
Yes.
found that ours has the ability.
Okay, so if kids,
But
so in the kids scenario,
So we have been allowing them to.
you would have to.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Well, it's hard to get up on. They'll be like, I have to go potty, and then you don't. They
Yeah,
don't.
you don't
know.
have enough time for the bus driver to stop to put your license on his seat. All the things that have to
Oh,
happen.
good.
Yeah.
And also,
Oh yeah, I'm
like,
not letting y'all drive away without me. I'm not dumb.
potty training is hard enough. I don't need nuance. I don't need to introduce a concept as
Oh,
big
please
as like
pull
a
that
gray area.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
Or
Where
to
it's
be like,
like,
okay, do you have to?
thank you for telling us that you need to, like, recognizing this in your body and then stepping over the shame and fear you feel of this private thing to tell us. Now I need you to know, like, sometimes not.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, no, so just send it.
Sometimes not.
Just full send it and we'll deal with the consequences.
That's right.
That's
Your
life.
bus driver, like, you get really close with them, and even if you don't want to, you just do because, like, that's what happens. So you also can't throw feminine products into the toilet, which seems like a no-brainer, but for one of my nannies, she did that.
It's hard to remember, right?
She did that. It's so hard to remember. And what happens is that your bus driver, like, it causes issues, and so he will then go down there, and then he will then show you.
Oh,
And then it's kind of like, who did this? And then we all are deeper, and we didn't want to be that close.
So again, this is why you're lucky to be on our bus. Because there's a cycle and a calendar that bus seems to be
Oh
on.
yeah, your bus. Yeah.
And we don't need you guys all
Yeah.
syncing up and
There's a
landing
lot
on
of
Sunday.
syncing going
Okay?
on
A lot of
Taylor's
syncing.
bus.
Right.
So
Yeah.
anyways,
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're watching TV on our bus where there's still some testosterone.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Hang around.
Okay.
Well, the cool thing is we have been like watching some sort of silly show. For instance, it's been One Tree Hill.
Great.
And
Are we
just-
gonna have a show this fall?
We have
Oh,
to
we'll have a
we have to
show.
pick a show because we have to unwind.
Yeah, we got a crush
We
show.
need the That Sounds Fun Army to
But y'all, I'm
hit us
just
with
saying-
some
But
suggestions.
my thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
just
it.
park your bus close to mine. The monitors will reach.
Yes.
Like,
And you
just
can
come over.
Yeah, oh, we're coming over.
I'll
Okay,
have
yeah,
it
yeah,
set
yeah.
up. I have a mini toaster oven, and I'll bake cookies for everybody.
Okay.
After the
Okay. It's
shows.
tempting. It's tempting.
It's tempting.
I think that we could do that. And
I can't believe I'm having to, like,
Well,
bribe.
No.
when Taylor
right now.
contributes to the vibe in a very high way, we need her around.
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying. On this most recent tour where we started having separate buses, Taylor was being parked. We have equipment on our bus trailer and things that had to be in a certain area. We were parked kind of far away. It just sort of,
were you like, take me closer?
listen,
That won't
naturally
happen.
a line was drawn and people started picking sides, and I didn't like that. And I felt like
No.
maybe
Like
I'm not
their
blaming you for
kids
the
were like,
divisiveness,
who's
but
that? It's like your Aunt TT. I'm just parked in the back.
Yeah.
yeah, but I would find out that our friends like were going to hang out on her bus at night instead of ours. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
all right,
It became a thing.
so now
where
I
it's just
have,
Okay, we'll
so
just
now I
park
have two
near.
less friends.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
we'll park near.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yikes.
I'm really excited. We have a fire pit.
Okay.
And fold out chairs, and we're gonna park our buses next to each other so the monitors will reach, and we can sit out by the fire at night.
That is one thing about tour we
Vibes
realize
very
is
high.
that if you do not create a space for people to hang out, you can't hang out.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the venues are weird sometimes. There's not rooms big enough for everybody to be in.
Right.
So
Okay.
just
But
gotta-
I really need it. Like I really need to feel like I'm in the mix
That's right.
with everybody. And so we just started sitting outside in our chairs, and it started happening. So it's fun.
I do care about the Georgia Bulldogs in the fall.
oh, this is
Do we
gonna
care
be
about
so
sport?
good.
Oh,
We
yeah.
watch
Yeah.
football too.
We'll
Okay. I
have
mean,
a
I'll watch a
tailgating.
show. I'll watch a show, and also
but-
We'll have a tailgating situation set
Okay,
up, and
great.
We're gonna be
we'll
so
ready.
baseball, the dogs, Alabama, obviously.
Alabama, yeah, of course.
just
Yeah, of
because
course.
of Jared. his
Are we
poor-
together when Alabama plays Georgia? Hold on. I mean, we're together all fall,
I
so I'm
can't-
sure we
All
are.
fall. Seems like it.
You're going to see a side of my husband that you're going to be perplexed by.
He gets
Okay.
really quiet
he gets
and defensive.
so quiet.
Well, we
and,
grew
like,
up very.
Hold on.
When do
we
they
grew
play?
up very superstitious sports
Yes.
fans.
Okay.
And so there was one night where Alabama was playing LSU, and my dad went outside to get something,
Uh-huh.
and we started doing better, and so we did not let him come back in. He had to stay outside.
Well,
at least
and he
until
did
the
it
driver's
gladly.
done.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
And yeah, I mean, I think that
He was
that's
happy
just
too
respect
for the
game.
for the
is what
sake
that
of
is.
Yeah, that's
Were
what
you
that
able
is.
to find
You guys, Georgia plays Alabama this weekend that we are talking.
September
this is
25th.
gonna be
September 27th. We are in Knoxville Saturday night.
Oh my gosh, what a place to be!
We're
watching
in Knoxville.
Alabama,
We're going to be
Georgia.
watching Georgia, Alabama, except it's during our show. So that's
So
okay.
we'll
That's
record
okay.
it?
No
record
spoilers?
No
Nobody tell
spoilers.
us.
Dear everybody, on Saturday night, don't tell us anything.
Leave us
No,
alone.
Jared will be watching. He will not be.
Jared-
Yeah, he will not be watching us.
I feel like you're going to come out on stage and you're going to have your phone down like this and just be like,
Listen, I have done speaking events before where I had my phone and I was like, this does not honor our Lord and Savior. You have to. So I'm
Okay,
very
okay.
focused. I'll be focused.
Okay.
And I bet we're wearing orange on
Yeah,
Saturday if we're
what
in
a
Knoxville,
strange
right?
disgrace.
What a
It's tough
big
for
day
everybody.
for us. What a big day for us. Alabama plays Georgia and we're all wearing orange.
Orange.
That is
If y'all didn't know that we
sacrificing for the
love
gospel.
you,
Yeah.
if you didn't think that
Yeah.
we loved you,
I
just
like the
understand that's what
superstition
we're
of it all
doing.
because I'm that way too. This is embarrassing. I've thrown away a shirt
Yeah.
because I've been like, this one isn't working.
This is
This
not
one
the-
isn't working.
This isn't
working.
Yeah.
Well,
does
we
it
have
fit
to-
on your body?
Yeah.
It's working.
We have to feel like we have some say in it.
I have to have
right?
some power
I have
in
to
these
have some
18-year-olds
vested interest.
throwing a ball back
Yeah.
and forth. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It really matters
It
to me.
does.
Super matters. Okay, so what I want the inside of the spiritual preparation before a tour. Y'all tour all the time, but each of your tours are different, and we've never done anything like this.
Right.
Tell me what you are praying going into the tour, if you can get your brains there. I know y'all are doing things as we get
Oh,
closer.
that's
but
good.
when you're thinking about what you hope God does this fall in these 40 shows and what you're already seeing out on the road, y'all are on the road all the time. Like, what's the wave you're already seeing? Like, what's the spiritual side of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've kind of tried something new, and it sounds like we're doing something cutting edge.
Groundbreaking.
It's so, but we have gotten in this habit way of doing things where everything is perfectly planned and timed.
Okay.
And we'll be like, even it'll be like spontaneous moment. Like, and
Yeah.
everything's really hemmed in because I found that a lot of preparation makes me feel less anxious.
Yeah.
So there's that. But then Logan kind of raised a flag and was like, hey, we are just getting up here night after night and just doing the same thing, saying the same stuff. And so it doesn't make me feel alive. So we it was so nerve wracking. And sometimes it flopped, but we put this section in our show where it just said, like, sing choruses, sing worship choruses. So we took the house lights up and we just
Yeah.
like talked to people, like, hey, and just to see what would happen. And then we sang some worship songs, and you wouldn't think that would stretch us in a way, but I felt like the Spirit would move in a way where you're like, okay, I don't exactly know what's going to happen. Sometimes it felt awkward, but then sometimes you got to pray for somebody or do something different. So we were just trying to open ourselves up more to listen to the Spirit. And so anyways,
Yeah.
that is not groundbreaking, but it was.
No,
for
it
us.
is.
I mean, you'd be surprised, though. I mean, I think that somebody that I think everybody listening loves. If you don't, you would love him soon. I was having a conversation with Ben Fuller.
Yeah.
And Ben is big on this, and I was watching him do it and was just really inspired by this. Just giving people permission. Like, I think that the nature of what a tour is or what a show is that people come in, and in the very space where we're hoping they will be themselves, they feel like they need to sort of shave the edges off and you know what I'm saying? It's like they're
Yes.
coming, and most of the time in the Bible when miracles are happening, it starts with Jesus saying, like, what do you need me to do for you?
Yeah. Wow.
And it's inviting that person into an active participating role, which is, again, when we grow up and our story begins, we were part of a worship team. We were worship leaders. And so there's a lot of little aspects to that I'm really pleased by. I think the thing that I'm encouraged by is you're talking about spiritual preparation. I love that there's a space in the show that I have to get ready for every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can. The
Yeah.
temptation is to memorize and to do the spontaneous
Yes.
thing the same way.
Yes.
Right.
But
And
then,
sometimes that's right. I mean, sometimes that is
totally,
good and right.
it has been a battle of
Yeah.
navigating. Okay, there's nothing. It's not unholy to lack excellence,
Yes, that's right.
but also saying something because I know that it lands or because it evokes a response is also a type of manipulation and pride. And so I think that was just part of it, is understanding that, like, in an effort to balance entertainment and encounter, there was going to have to be a part of this where we were going to have to jump, not knowing if we were going to land.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then finding the excellence in it.
Yes.
But
Because
just
if
taking the
you-
leap, I think, allows us to wake up in the morning. And I'm listening to worship music for the first time in a long time because I'm trying to
Wow.
become intimately familiar with songs, so that when I'm in that space, basically what we do is we take turns. So someone will call a song and we start leading it corporately until we feel like it runs out of steam. And then it's Madison's turn. And if Madison would like to speak,
Wow.
or if she wants to start a song or a hymn, or it's Madison's turn. And then it's my turn. And so it's very nice to just be in the moment and feel. And this, again, it sounds silly, like, wow, I can't believe. But like what the Holy Spirit's able to do with word association and things that just seem to happen to work, time signature and key. It's like he just works it all out in the mix. So that's been really fun.
I was going to read a verse.
Yeah, please.
James 5, 16, like all of it is great, but therefore confess your sins to one another and pray for one another that you may be healed.
Yeah, that's right.
The prayer of a righteous person has great power. So I feel like in church, that's where we're going to be playing. In churches, sometimes it's theaters, but there's something about playing in a church that a lot of people go to church. I've experienced this. We don't get to go down to the altars very much anymore. Yeah. It's almost like we just kind of stay back. We listen to a great message. Maybe we feel it in our seat. But there's something that's happening is like during the show, we say you can put a hand on somebody or pray for someone if they put their hand up, extend your hand or whatever. But there's this concept that I love so much about church is that you confess to one another. Yeah. Maybe they don't say it, but you can tell with the look in someone's eyes that, like, I'm acknowledging I need prayer. So instead of just coming to get entertained and laugh, they're going to do all that. They're going to feel every emotion possible.
Yes.
But I think that's what I'm looking for, is that confess so that you can be healed and you can walk away knowing that, like, maybe at my church, I don't get this kind of feeling on a Sunday morning. Hopefully you do, but people are coming up to the altars. People are pressing to that front. It gets the security guy gets a little nervous, you can tell, but we are here for that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I'm excited.
Why do people go to a concert when they're hurting?
So good.
Maybe they bought the tickets at a time that they
They weren't? Yeah, that's fair.
No, man, I can just think of a time I was super hurting, like 2017, and my husband bought me tickets to go see somebody at the Ryman.
Yeah.
And this wasn't a Christian act. And whenever I watched the show, I just kept being reminded, oh, this is something that I'll never have. Like, I just kept feeling the death of my music career. This was before we did Christian music. And I left and was just discouraged. So I'm wondering
Wow.
if I had gone to a Christian concert, if I had been able to point my eyes to Jesus
Yes.
and to God and not think, look at what a failure I am, but, oh, I'm encountering his presence. What does he want me to do next? Like, there's a chance for people to be redirected instead of just, hey, I'm going to look at you and see how cool you are and leave with nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I got to give Emily, my wife, some credit. So part of the community that she's a part of in sobriety, they have this thing that they say that is really impressive on me. It says, if you want to feel forgiven, you talk to God. If you want to feel healed, you talk to each other.
That's it.
And I think that there is, to that point, there's a part of this that you very well could not buy tickets to this, and you could stay at home and you could talk to God about what you're going through. And you will feel that you have a high priest who's been touched with every affliction. You will feel forgiven and justified, and you can even feel the peace of God ruling and reigning in your heart. But when you look around and you see the rest of the people in the world who have decided to follow Jesus with their life, there's a healing in that that goes, it takes place in a non-specific way. Even like you're saying, you just raise your hand and say, I'm going through something.
Yeah.
And the other people in the room that happen to not be going through something, we just sort of pick each other up.
Yes.
And I think that communal like part of it, it's been helpful for me to like look at it through this lens, because you can feel kind of icky about the business of what we're doing sometimes. And I feel like one of our like most beloved staff members led tour church for us.
Yeah. I can't wait.
And she
for tour
talked
church.
about the pillars of the early church. And what it was just kind of what we do. Like when we gather in this way, we're sharing in each other's burdens, we're praying for each other, we're encouraging one another. And when they come to this, especially this tour that we're designing with you, we're going to try to have even more specific church elements where you leave really feeling like the who, what, when, where, and why, like all of your senses and needs are being addressed. So it just makes me excited. But
It's
that
like
the healing of it
they
is,
want to have fun.
Yeah.
When you're hurting, you're like, I need to be
Relief.
distracted. Yes,
Yeah.
like let me just not think about that for a minute. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna sneak God in there. They already know they love
Sneaky
God.
Jesus.
They're coming.
We talk about it a lot
But we're
around
gonna
here.
address like, hey, you're not getting out of here. If you are hurting, we're gonna give you a chance to respond. And I'm seeing it work, like behind the scenes, even more. The culture of our tour is like so healthy and so fulfilling.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's
Well,
not
that's
it's not
thanks to
on
y'all.
us.
Yes,
well,
it is.
okay, well,
y'all
thanks.
build y'all. I mean, we have talked about this
But
for
it
years. how y'all
matters
build.
because
Yes.
think about 10 weeks that you're not in your home, you're uncomfortable, you're like constantly moving. Nothing is the same except the people.
I mean, I've said this to Logan. I said yes to this because I trust y'all's leadership on tour.
Thank you.
I would not go on a tour that did not have healthy leaders. I'm unwilling. And so this was it was an easy yes because I love y'all, but your leadership is,
That's
I
so
was
awesome.
like, I'll come under that. I will
Yeah,
absolutely come
come
under that
on.
leadership because I know you're running a healthy thing.
Well, and the other part too is that like I don't feel like I'm leading you. I feel like this is like a healthy delegation because you're going to take the charge on like, okay, I'm going to go run and see these people that Kain can't get to.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's like we have the same mission. And isn't that what Jesus wanted us to do with like his story anyways,
that's
is
right.
like we can't all get to everybody. So you just take it to like where you can.
We're doing something new, and I'm really excited about it.
Okay.
It's called Camp Kain.
Yeah.
And we're working on it right now.
Yeah.
And there's a girl named Rachel, and she's been coming to our shows faithfully. I think she's been to 17 shows in 2
gosh.
years. Like but she was just like, I feel like God has called me to this ministry. And I'm like, okay, I believe you. So what what she's doing is creating like meetups for people coming to the show to get to know each other. And so
there's people that come by
so
themselves.
Yes.
A lot of
People
people
come by
come
themselves are the bravest.
They are the bravest.
We
I
have
would
those
never.
at Single
Yes.
Purpose League and at tours too. You're just like, you are the bravest humans. Well
You
done. Do
are.
what you want to do, even if you have to do it by yourself. Well
Yes.
done. And so she's making a place at
she's gonna
at the shows.
At every show in the fall, she's going to make little meetups. So
I love it.
And you'll
Opportunities
get
to meet each other
you'll get
before.
acknowledged by like for how many shows you've been to, and just
How
like
so if anybody's listening, coming by themselves, how do they figure that out?
yes,
Where
just
to
go to caintheband.com
Okay.
and click on Camp Cain.
Oh, Camp Cain is right there.
Camp
Okay.
Cain, and
Yeah.
then you can sign up and figure out how to get to a meetup
Okay,
at your
good.
show.
that's for the
Shout
real
out to
fans.
Rachel. She runs a podcast as well.
Yeah,
She's,
let's go,
Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel Riggs. She's the bomb.
That sounds fun.
And now back to finish up this conversation with Kain.
That sounds fun.
Tell me how singing I Made It has been on stage. How is the crowd responding to that song? Thinking about people that are hurting and coming by themselves. How is the crowd responding to I Made It?
It typically comes after this worship section that we're talking about. So it already is like the air's
They're
pretty
already there.
dense.
Yeah.
And sometimes when a song is new, I can dread singing it in our set because people don't know it yet.
They just stare right.
Yes, and now the song's been out for a few months, and so I'm really excited to play it. But our first time playing it, it wasn't released, so it was just like, this song is going to be great. This time, I didn't care at all. It almost felt like it was autobiographical. Like, this is what's happening, and I believe in this song, and
Yes.
I'm declaring a new season in my life. And it was cool to watch people go from sitting to standing in this ballady kind of song and watch people dance and celebrate.
Yeah.
And we got to know some people in VIP before, and people were talking about losing their sister, losing their dad. And when you see them and they're sobbing to the song, you know their story.
Yes.
So
Will you talk about writing it a little bit, Logan? Like, tell us about the song.
I was actually just about to because I feel like, so I had said this to somebody recently, so this may, again, don't say stuff just because you know it lands, but I thought that it was like really poignant. For me was almost our entire first two records were songs about things that I know to be true about God, whether or not I had like personally really experienced them or was even in a place to really, we're singing Rise Up and it had meaning, but at the time I didn't super feel down.
Yeah.
I didn't feel, and so I was writing a lot about what God can do or what he will do.
Yes.
And then this song was writing about the promised land from the middle of the river,
Wow.
where I am in the midst of chaos
Yes.
and disorder. And I'm having to sing in faith that I will make it because of who Jesus is. I believe that he is who he says he is. But in that moment, it didn't even feel like he had me by the hand leading me. I kind of felt like I am going to be here for however long, and I have to decide to sing in faith about who I know God to be.
Listen, that's it.
Long before I have
Proof.
present proof.
That's right.
And so when we sing it, and fortunately, like we had we're having another baby soon. I don't know if anybody's, kept up with the story, but the day that we were going in to write the song was the day that I found out that we had a miscarriage.
Wow.
And
And you just had a song right on the calendar. It wasn't like, we're going
into,
to write a song about how hard life is.
Right.
No.
And certainly not this camp.
Right.
We're going in with a totally different thing in mind.
Right.
And so it was just sort of like, okay, I have to sing. And normally I don't like to listen to our own music.
Mm-hmm.
I will listen to make sure that things are in proper order.
Yes.
We give notes, and I sort of put it away. It's like hearing your voice on this podcast. When
That's
it comes
right.
out.
I do not listen back
I don't
very
listen
much.
back.
Yeah. I was there. So I don't usually listen back.
And the demo of this song really ministered to me in that season because it was like, statistics are better after miscarriage if you conceive within a certain window, but then if you have multiple miscarriages, it's likely to no. And so it was just this balancing act of like, okay, God, is this what you have for us? Is this what's my role in this? I'm finding myself asking questions that I had read in the Bible, like in sort of a critical stance before, where when you're in the middle of it, wow, all of a sudden I have this new empathy for people that are like, was this my sin? Was this, can I really get in the way of what God's doing in my life? I really was faced with that.
Wow.
And so then even when we found out we were having another baby, I was like overjoyed, but still really afraid, because you just never think that this kind of stuff's going to happen to you. And so, I don't know. I guess I say all that to say, like, if you're listening to this and you are in the middle, or you feel like you're on the other side, but you're still sort of waiting for confirmation. Like, the reason that we like are singing this song and wrote this song is because it is the rudder of your ship. And to sing and declare that I made it, you won't always really understand what the finish line is going to look like. But yeah, it's just like God really has been so kind. And I feel like what I learned, sorry, this was quite a long stretch for me. I'll take a break. But maybe somebody can hear this and resonate with this feeling. What I was praying for in the middle of that chaos was peace. And what I got was joy.
Wow.
And the sensation of the joy of the Lord being my strength felt like a calm, still, like quietness that, you know what I'm saying? Like what I thought in my life was the representation of the peace of God really was the joy of the Lord sustaining me in that season.
That, I mean, it felt, when I listened to that song, it feels like you all three kind of like said, here's all the things that we just walked through. Let's put them in the middle. And then let's talk about who God is anyway.
Wow.
You know, a thing I've said before from stage, but I'm sure I stole it from someone else, is this idea of like, I don't tell God about, I mean, we do tell God about our feelings.
Yes.
I don't let my feelings tell me about who God is. I tell my feelings who God is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not looking at my feelings and going like, well, because I don't have this or I do have this, here's who God is.
Yeah.
And that's what this song has done for me too, is gone like, oh yeah, I can just stand in the middle of whatever this is and go, here's who he's gonna be, here's who he already is. I may experience that or I may not. The healing may come or it may not. The provision may come or it may not. But God is still who he says he is.
After we had gone through a true year from hell, just so many bad things. And then after we write this song, we went through another 6 weeks of, I felt like I was just like floating in cortisol. Like hair was coming out in the shower. I was just so like, and it wasn't made up, because sometimes I make up things that make myself stressed out. But this was something, I talked to a therapist and she was like, it just seems like this is a bad time. I'm like, oh, I wanted you to say it was fake, but this is just hard. This is really hard. And we were on tour and I was trying to make conversation, but I was so anxious that I felt like I couldn't think of words. Have you ever had that happen before, where you're like, I'm trying to, and so, you know, my friend, she was like, how are you? I'm like, oh, it's the same. I'm not doing well, but I already told you about it, and it just hasn't changed.
Still not okay.
I'm still not okay.
That's the update.
But I have evidence to know that this will pass.
Yes.
I will make it through, even if
Seasons
it doesn't.
Change.
Yes, we will get through it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was encouraging.
I don't want to
But
take our last time, but this has been like burning for me to say this whole time. And I was trying to look up the book. I'll have to look it up and send it to you or whatever. But
we'll
anyway,
share
there's a book about breaking the cycle in your life. And it says, as long as you keep your mask on, the love and encouragement and support that you're getting from the people around you go onto the mask. And then when you go home and take the mask off, it goes with it. Wow. And so that's why you feel sometimes like this stuff, you just can't get out of this pit. It's because you won't take the mask off in front of the people that God's using to sustain you or whatever. And we met a girl in England 10 years ago who had lost the innervation in half of the muscles of her face. And so one half of her face could smile and react and the other was just still. and it was a result of a botched removing a tumor in her brain. Wow. And I'll never forget, she said that she woke up after the surgery and realized what happened, and she felt in her spirit, her spirit said, "Are you going to bless the Lord?"
Jeez.
Because you have no brain tumor and you're alive. Are you going to bless the Lord?
Yeah.
And she made a decision that day, and I was like, that is a kind of faith that is hard for me to like reconcile and resonate with. Yeah. But that, I feel like when we're talking about I made it, it's all this. It starts out, it's been a long year. Cried some hard tears on some dark nights. Like that permission for people in the room to be like, okay, mask off, us too, everybody.
Yes.
If we're going to be healed here, we need to address what we've been through.
Yeah.
And then we need to say, and still he's good. Because if we're just saying he's good on the surface level, we haven't really made a decision about it. We haven't like reconciled in the face of these circumstances. And so I feel like that's some of the feedback we get online is the thing, is that people are like, that was the hope. It's like some people comment, I'm not through it yet, but I'm believing that I'm going to sing this, by the state or on the stage.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I'm just really encouraged that I think for the first time in our career, I feel like this song was for us and is belatedly for others, as opposed to us trying to write a song that's like really for the church or for the people. It's like we just are standing up there and just taking our
This one's
mask
for
off.
me. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. What did we not say that I want to make sure we say? Anything
Taylor,
we
you didn't
forgot?
talk enough. I want you to say more. I want them to know.
I'm out here. No, what did we not say? I mean, we're just really excited that we get to go out.
I can't wait. We're gonna have so much fun.
Our motto, we have so many mottos.
Okay, I'm ready.
One of them right now is like one more day. That means we get one more day to like live. What's it going to be today?
Yeah.
And then the other one is when we go, we go.
Okay.
So we're coming to you.
Yes.
And we're bringing the best we've got.
Yes.
And so come and see what God's going to do in your life. Because we're all leaving our stuff behind and we're out here with you. It's going to be a really great time. But yeah,
wait.
I'm excited. We're going to have fun. We need to document this.
I'm going to be like a shell of a person. That's my whole goal. It's just about,
I poured it all out and left on the
We
field.
left it across America all fall. Can't wait to be out here.
Duval.
Oh, I can't wait. And we get to play the rhyming.
woo!
That's
We get to
wild.
play.
Man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that was the show I was pouting about.
Yeah.
I was
And now you get to
pouting and
headline
busting,
it.
and now we get to.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Right.
Yeah.
Full circle. All right, let's finish like this. You each got to say what sounds fun to you because that's how we end the show.
Oh, good.
Anything. There's no rules. You can't do this wrong. So, Taylor, we'll start with you because the show is called That Sounds Fun.
Okay.
Tell me what sounds
I
fun
know
to you.
exactly what sounds fun.
Right.
And maybe I said this last time I was here and I still haven't gotten to do it. I want to go chase tornadoes so badly.
I don't remember. Did she say? I don't remember you saying
I
that, but
know
I
there's a core
love this
value.
about you. You a core value.
Yeah.
You want to chase tornadoes? Why?
Yes. Well, why?
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen one.
She would like to have
in
one less
person.
day.
Yeah. She'd like it to end
Because I
like
get
this.
one more day. I have always they have a school. I've done all this research. You can go
You should go.
school, but like you pay a certain amount.
And
to
then you're
die maybe. Gosh,
No,
that's
if
crazy.
you're going to a school, they probably have to keep you alive. That's probably part of the gig, right? They can't put you right in the line of a. Well, I guess they can't.
I guess if
control
I'm
it.
signing up for it, I do have to sign a
Opposite of you.
waiver.
I mean, I'm not judging your fun. You're allowed to have your fun, so I support you. I think
Yeah.
tornadoes are the most terrifying thing. God.
Horrifying.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Could
true.
you
It's true.
imagine-
But they take you somewhere where it's like flat.
Yeah, just
You're
out
kind
there
of.
in
It's just in
Oklahoma
the
or something?
field.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's like the period of time they've thought it out.
Think about this.
we
What
don't
if
have
you
to.
were like, I would love to just see a good house fire, like another disaster.
Oh my God!
It's just
Like,
like,
I love disasters. I love things that cost people everything. Can't wait to watch. What's the next school I can
I'm
go
a
to?
bridge collapse
Turn it
chaser.
down.
Bridge collapse.
Who wants a landslide?
Okay, we're just gonna get you some
That's
tornadic things. You need some
crazy.
shirts and some. I don't know. We need to
That
get all
is
tornadic stuff.
crazy.
Like last night, they're like, "There's going to be hail activity." I'm like, "Hail activity!"
Yeah, Taylor
Do you
goes
love the
outside with a
Nashville
helmet
severe
on.
weather, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I do
Like,
too.
have you met them? You got to have them.
No,
on.
I need to have them on.
guys.
I was looking at my my you get your report on your phone of how much you spend on your phone, and mine it's
Yeah.
like this is really high one week. So I went and looked at it and I was like, YouTube from 2 to 5. What am I doing in my sleep that I don't know? I was like,
Watching the
severe
tornado.
weather. It was a severe weather night. It was
That
that night in the
night.
spring.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, because I was like, Annie, are you a weirdo in the middle of the night? You don't even know.
Unfortunately,
this.
Natch severe weather.
that's
okay,
my report
Lo.
every week.
All right,
I'm
what's
watching
fun
Bob
for
Ross
you?
paint, trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. My wife said that if I do a certain number of house projects,
Yes.
that I'm allowed to put a golf simulator in my garage. So that's what I'm working towards right now. Is I'm like
Brilliant.
doing
Logo
all my
golfing, by the way, or
honeydew-
logo golf or golfing.
Yeah, golfing. Yeah,
Logo golfing, great Instagram account.
and
Big follow.
Don't
so
even get me started on what a simulator is. This
These
cracks
girls-
me right
It's
up.
big. It's the one with the screen, right?
Oh, yeah.
You hit the screen.
Yeah.
Where are you on the projects completed?
we are selling everything in our garage.
Okay.
So we're
Oh.
we're making
That's
the
one
move.
of the projects. Is to build the
yes,
space
make-
and you can put it
make
there.
room. And she really loves parking in the garage. I currently don't, so I think that's why I'm less precious about it.
Yeah.
Is
I love that in the
but they
garage.
make them, y'all, where you can like hit a button and it like descends from the roof.
100%.
And then it retracts so she can still park in the garage and
Yeah,
everything. So
there you go.
that's what sounds fun to me right now is I'm like I'm doing everything on the honeydew list until she says okay.
You
And then
go.
I can start putting my golf simulator.
I don't want people to like at me, but you just hit a ball into a sheet as hard as possible, and then you're like, "Whoa, the stats on that is crazy."
Oh,
Like I hit that onto the
I
screen.
do you not
definitely-
think that's cool? I do think that's cool.
You do?
I-
It just
okay.
seems like
Welcome
I
to the
could.
minority.
No, it feels
No,
like okay. I'm
listen.
gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Logan and our tour manager Aaron, they were like, "Oh, we're going to go play golf," and then they were talking about all that. Oh, we could do Pebble Beach. We could do. I'm like, wait, what's happening? And they're like, "Oh, it's a golf simulator." And so I kept.
Oh, you can play the different courses.
So
Look how excited she is.
no,
You guys are-
so what Taylor and I
I'm taking
did.
Annie with me and she's going
What
to go
Taylor
check
and
it
I
out.
did for the rest of the day is I would just be talking to Aaron, and all of a sudden, but oh, sorry, I just went to California.
So I'm simulating.
I
simulating shopping. I'm simulating lunch on the beach.
Oh, did you not see it? I just simulated
I'm
Let me
it.
just
tell
gonna
you, if you could sit
throw-
in this swivelly chair and simulate a day in California, your serotonin levels will be through the roof. You'd be so happy.
I just think it's an interesting way to get better at something. If there was
it's
something I
great.
wanted to get better at and there was a version in the garage, I can see how that would
Thank
play.
you, Sandy. She's on my side. You guys are out. You just,
I just
y'all
if
are the
I
only
just
people on the
can't. It's
planet
like me
think
throwing a
weird.
ball into that curtain right there, and it being like, yes, you should throw it harder. I'm like, got it. Okay, perfect. This sheet is gonna tell me. All right. Anyway.
You mean like
She
today when you're gonna go
knows.
work on some stuff for your voice, but it's not a show, but you're gonna go
Oh, I
work with
guess
somebody
I
and
am
sing? Oh, I guess you're at a singing simulator.
I love it. Okay,
All right,
Matt,
what
what
sounds
sounds
fun
fun
to
to
you,
you?
Oh, sorry, I was just saying. Okay, anyways.
Just in California.
Oh, sorry, I was just in
This is
California.
podcast.
All right. I'm craving a nice fall day
Okay, great.
with
We
our
got 'em lined
family, including Steven, if we do like a bonfire.
So
That sounds
Are y'all s'mores people? Are we gonna be s'mores people?
Yes, big s'mores.
yes.
Okay, is
Yes.
it? You're not.
I'm on the carnivore diet now.
We're going. Our bus is going to be the meat bus.
Yeah.
Meat bus.
I can't wait.
Everything's greasy. You just slide out the front
Yeah.
door.
Crumbs and grease 2025. Can't wait.
That's the next
So
one.
are you? What are you eating then? Because we got to have. I mean, a bonfire. How are you not going to s'more?
I'll just make a s'more, but it's like
Oh, hot dogs.
it's just like
It's like bacon,
and
sausage,
eggs
and
butter.
Okay. Do you
That'll
feel
be the,
better?
instead of the chocolate, it'll be like a pat of butter.
Because I'm like put a peanut butter cup on a s'more person. Are y'all doing that life?
I've
I'll
never
do
done
it.
that, but
Can you
I
imagine?
shall.
Yeah, we shall.
And I'm
in
an
a lot of milk.
excellent roaster.
I'll like cheat. I'm not doing it for like dogmatic reasons or anything, so I'll cheat.
feel better.
for funs. Yeah,
Just get gains.
my metabolism just gave up. And that,
You're 30?
yeah, I'll be
Bro.
33 this summer.
Just like
shout out
Jesus.
to our Lord. What's up?
That's right.
He was probably carnivore.
Yeah.
Jacked. Are you kidding me? Carried his cross up the hill. Like,
Just-
let's go.
Probably fish.
Okay,
fish
so you
only.
just felt
Super
like
fit.
it was time to
I just
change
was,
up the system.
Yeah, I was carrying around 10 pounds I didn't need. I wasn't
Okay.
putting to good use. And I had people in my life that were, it sounds like this is a very low buy-in diet. So I was
That's
like,
right.
I'm going to commit to this. And then if this doesn't work, then I'll know, like, all right, it's going to take we got to get a nutritionist or whatever, and we got to.
I committed to this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to give up.
Cheeses, meats, vegetables, no.
It's like, no veggies.
No
it's
fruit,
like,
veggie.
No carb, no sugar. And it's like bacon, beef, butter, and eggs, basically. I mean, you can do chicken and fish, but that's sort of the dummy way. So.
Eggs.
I'm telling you, I'm in the phase, if I get one bite of chicken and it hits me wrong, I'm like, bleh, I just spit it right back out into the trash. I did it yesterday.
You're like, I'm not in a tendon
I don't know
mood.
what that, not in the mood for a tendon. No.
Have a tendon.
I don't want to have
chicken tendons.
a cartilage
No,
crunch.
listen, no.
Chicken tendons
Absolutely
is
not.
great.
No,
Chicken tendons.
Yeah,
look on
so
TikTok,
uninterested.
you put the tendon with the fork.
Oh, yeah,
it comes
just
right out. I do
I
that every
tried it. It didn't
time.
work for me.
I can't make it
show
work either, but I'll
you.
show you. Yeah.
Come on.
I am so
I taught
good at
Taylor
it.
how to pan-sear a steak this week. She was in. She's so
much
good.
smoke, though.
That. Oh, so much smoke.
much smoke.
I
A
don't
huge
have a
flame. Stevie said, Mama, what happened? I was like, nothing.
Your mommy needs this.
Okay, so we're gonna bonfire for sure on this
Bonfire.
tour.
Doesn't it feel
Bum, bum.
Yeah,
nice
it'll
and
feel so
cozy?
great.
And there's like a little nip in the air.
This might be an overshare, but if it works out, this would be cool. This is like in faith, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the night that we play the Ryman
Yeah.
is the night that we will go in to be induced. So I will say goodnight and bow at the Ryman and go straight to the hospital and have we don't know what we're having. We're going to find out.
That
Oh,
is
that's
so
gonna be epic.
special.
And I'm sneaky tempted to name the baby Ryman
Man, I would for
because that would be so cool.
Crazy.
In a world where I ever had kids, I would probably want to name one Ryman.
Yeah. So
That's
that
really
might
cool.
we'll see how that plays out. We may not make
That's
it.
really
but
cool, though.
If we can make
I love
it
it.
to the Ryman show.
Okay, to the Ryman show.
Looking
Oh,
forward
so
to
we
it.
all should be ready, though, to deliver a baby just in case.
I probably am
You know
going to
what
watch
I'm
a
saying?
YouTube video before I
Because
live on a
if
bus with her.
because we'll all be.
Yeah, because my
out.
friend Amber had her baby on a bus.
True.
Brantley Gilbert's wife.
Oh yeah.
She had her baby in the middle of the show on the bus.
Emily's a freak though, because she was a labor and delivery nurse for
Oh,
years. She
yeah.
would just like
She can
palm
just
the
tell
baby
us
and
what
just
to do.
like
I'll watch a
self-deliver.
video, but then I'll also just obey Emily if we
Yeah,
get to
obey.
that. Yeah.
If we
That
have
can
a
happen.
grinder, are you
Yes.
allowed to put afterbirth in the
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Is that how we
Okay,
end that?
everybody, thanks for
Sounds
coming.
fun.
We'll see you. We'll see you on the road. You guys, don't you love them? I'm so happy I get to live with them all fall. Come and see us on the road. Just head to anniefdowns.com/events. You'll see all the dates, the cities, and links to buy your tickets. If you enjoyed this episode, I think you'll also love episode 925 with Mac Brock or episode 979 with Christy Knuckles. We've got those linked in the show notes. And remember, we've got that survey for you. We would love your help. Tell us what we do not know. So head to the show notes, give us your input so that we can work out exactly what the next year is going to look like. The survey closes again on Sunday night. If you have any questions from this episode, just drop them in the Q&A box on your Spotify app if you're a Spotify listener like me, or send them to us on Instagram at That Sounds Fun Podcast, and we will try to answer them there. If you need anything else from me, you know I'm embarrassingly easy to find. Annie F. Downs on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, anywhere you need me. That's where you can find me. I think that's it for me today, friends. Go out or stay home and do something that sounds fun to you, and I'll do the same. Y'all know what sounds fun to me tonight. The first show of this tour. I cannot wait. I'm sure I'm posting on socials, so go check everything out on Instagram, but come to this show. I'm telling you, come to the show. anniefdowns.com/events. You do not want to miss. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. We're ready to talk about our fall soundtrack with a voice you hear every single episode. It's our friend, Ben Rector. We'll see y'all then.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Oh, that sounds fun. Check 1, 2 on the microphone. Annie F. Downs in your car to your home. Every week it's something new. A deep talk or an interview. She'll make you laugh, she'll make you cry. When it's dark out, she's a light. When you're down, get you feeling right. Oh man, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. That sounds fun.